Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with a new family trip, and this time we're heading to the Amalfi Coast. We'll be visiting Sorrento, Positano, Amalfi and Capri. As soon as we landed, we went straight to our hotel, dropped off our bags, and headed out to explore Sorrento. We'll be staying here for the next 4 nights and taking day trips from here to all other destinations. After taking a little walk around the town, we stopped by this famous sandwich shop. It's a tiny place with a long line, but it's definitely worth the wait. Trust me, every sandwich we tried was absolutely delicious. And then we just kept exploring. I really fell in love with this place. It's such a cute and beautiful town. Then we made our way to Villa Comunale. The views were incredible, so we decided to take a short coffee break. While wandering through the shops, it was impossible not to fall in love with all the lemon-themed items. I found so many things I wanted to take home, but unfortunately they were a bit too hard to carry back with me. But ask me again at the end of day 4. I might end up going a little crazy and coming back with my hands full. No promises. You'll be seeing this gelato brand everywhere, so of course we had to give it a try. And honestly, this vacation makes me feel like I have the right to eat ice cream at any time of the day. I went for mango and passion fruit, and even though they look pretty similar in color, the flavors were actually quite different. And I absolutely loved both. In the middle of the city, there is a citrus garden. How could you not fall in love with a place like this? There are also little information boards inside explaining everything. It was honestly so cute. After all, we headed back to the hotel to relax, got changed, and then set up for dinner.
Abi ne diyorsun ya? Aykın ne diyorsun ya?
You really should explore every corner of this place by walking. For dinner, we came down to the seaside and we're having dinner at a local fish restaurant here.
Sağ olsun.
Everything is so fresh and delicious here. The menu literally depends on what they catch that day. For my main course, I went for homemade pasta with shrimp. And it was a good choice. Of course, we had to end the first day with a gelato. This time I went for vanilla and strawberry. And don't forget, there's always room for the ice cream. Good morning from day 2. We got ready super quickly and now we're on our way to Positano. Positano was one of the places I was most excited to see. You drive up to the top and then walk down through the little streets to the bottom. Just look at this view. I'm already in love with this place. And honestly, don't come here by car if you don't have to. The whole experience is all about walking around and taking it in. We're having lunch at this cute restaurant. And by the way, you definitely need to make reservations everywhere, especially if you're coming as a big group like us. Everything we ate was so good. We just went with the chef's recommendations this time, and honestly, every single dish was delicious. And the atmosphere here is really lovely too. I would definitely recommend this place. And we're off again with happy bellies. For example, while walking around, you might suddenly come across a cooking class. How cute is that? I think I want to live here. Every corner here is honestly beautiful in its own way. After quite a long walk, we stopped at Teresa Sella for a drink. Isn't it such a stunning place? Look at here! It's both a restaurant and a hotel. Even if you're not staying or eating here, you should definitely step inside and have a look. I feel like this crew could happily spend hours just chilling here. We were just up there, and now we're making our way down to the beach for dinner. We're having dinner at Chess Black tonight. On the way here, you probably saw how beautiful the walk was. But there's something important to be careful about here: pickpocketing. Unfortunately, I had my wallet stolen. It shouldn't have happened, but it did. We ordered pizzas for the table and all kinds of pasta, lasagna, pretty much every Italian classic you can think of, and everything was absolutely delicious. Yeah, I might look a little grumpy, but what can I do? We lost all our cash. Thankfully, we're with family, so we're not alone and we're not in a difficult situation financially, but it was still a really unpleasant experience. No matter what happened, I can't end this day without saying how much I fell in love with Positano. We're waiting for our taxi now, and then we're heading straight back to the hotel and get some sleep. Good morning from day 3. I didn't have time to go down for breakfast today, so I'm just keeping it simple with a little muffin and a coffee this morning. Today we're heading to Amalfi. It's only about 20-25 minute ferry ride from here. We got lucky with the weather once again. And our first stop is the Domo di San Andrea. It's both a church and a museum, so you get to experience a bit of both. This place is truly incredible and full of history. It's definitely something you shouldn't miss. If you visit with a guide, you will learn so much more, but even just walking through and taking it all in is enough to leave you amazed. For example, these statues are from the 17th century. It's honestly amazing that they have been preserved for all these years. And of course, we lit some candles and said a few prayers. Next, we're heading to lunch at a lovely little place called the Gemma. It's such a cute and cozy spot. I was so hungry that I completely forgot to film the food. But everything was absolutely amazing. If you ever come here, honestly, don't even think about eating anywhere else. Then we made a stop for the famous lemon sorbet. And of course, I loved it so much. After that, we walk over to Atrani. It's a short walk and the route is absolutely beautiful. But if you ask me, there isn't really that much to do once you get there. I would say you could skip it, especially because our next stop is going to be absolutely stunning. Uh-oh, I think we've got new loggers in the family. May the best one win. Now we're taking a taxi to Ravello. I honestly didn't think I would love it this much, but the second I arrived, I was completely blown away by how beautiful the nature is. We stopped for a nice coffee in the main square with these beautiful views. The first place we're visiting is Villa Ruffolo, and I can't wait to see it. I don't think I need to say much. The place speaks for itself. I can honestly imagine myself living here. And our next stop is Villa Gimbrone. This place is even more beautiful. I take it back. I'd rather live here instead. Look, there is a wedding happening too. They look so cute. It's honestly such an incredible place for a wedding. At the end of the path, you arrive at the Terrace of Infinity. Simply breathtaking. We all completely love Ravello. We're now heading back to Sorrento, leaving a little piece of our hearts here. For dinner, we went to this local pizzeria in Sorrento. We kind of lost control and ordered almost every pizza. Everything was incredible. I think we need to come back again before we leave. But yeah, we couldn't make it. And yeah, I'm that girl who eats pizza with ketchup and mayo. Go ahead and judge me, I don't care, I love it. Good morning from day 4. We're starting the day with a nice breakfast and then hitting the road. Today we're going to Capri and I'm so excited. We're heading to Capri by boat and then we'll take the cable car all the way up to the top of the island. Capri is definitely way more luxurious compared to the other places. The streets, the shops, it's just a totally different vibe and it's so enjoyable to walk around. Time for a lemon slushy to cool off. We have been without ice cream for a while, so this is basically an urgent need for us. Now we're off to lunch at one of the most famous places here, La Chapanina. I hope I pronounced it correctly. It's almost impossible to walk by without spotting someone familiar on the wall. It's really easy to see why this place is so famous. Beautiful presentation and absolutely amazing flavors. We basically tried almost the entire menu again, and everything was amazing. But my absolute favorite was the zucchini pasta. If you come here, you have to try it. And today is my brother's birthday. We surprised him with a little celebration, and the team here was so kind. It turned into such a cute and special moment. We love you so much. Happy birthday! Ugh, we couldn't live without checking out this vintage store. This time we tried something different. We got a mystery box. It's a 30 € prize box, and you could literally get anything from a vintage Prada or something trash. The girls got a Michael Kors wallet and sunglasses. And I got a Moschino wallet. We kind of knew we wouldn't get anything super crazy, but it was still so much fun. And this shop called Marlu had so many cute pieces. You can design your own bracelet, and we wanted to make a little Capri memory for ourselves. Just look how cute these are. I think they're going to be on my wrist all summer long. And then we made our way to the most beautiful rooftop in Capri. You could honestly spend the entire day here. Just look at this view. And sadly, it's time to leave. We absolutely loved it here, and I'm sure we'll see you again someday. After getting back to Sorrento, we didn't even stop by the hotel. We came straight to dinner. Tonight we're eating in this beautiful lemon garden. And And after that, we were all completely exhausted, so we went straight back to the hotel and went to bed. Sadly, it's time to go home. But we couldn't leave without seeing Pompeii first. So we booked a tour guide before our flight, and it was the perfect way to end the trip. Pompeii was easily one of the most incredible historical places we have ever seen. Buried under volcanic ash almost 2000 years ago, it still feels like time stood still. Every corner tells a different story, and walking through the streets really makes you feel like you have traveled back in time. This place was the result of the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Thanks to the layer of ash, houses, streets, shops, and many details of the daily life have been almost perfectly preserved. As you walk through it today, you don't just see ancient ruins. You can actually see traces of the lives of the people who once lived here. That's why Pompeii is considered one of the most impressive open-air museums in the world. The fact that people back then couldn't understand the warning signs from Mount Vesuvius and couldn't predict the disaster is a really powerful reminder of how vulnerable we're against nature. I hope no one ever has to experience a disaster like this in their lifetime. And that's the end of another amazing family trip. It was such a wonderful week. We had so much fun, and it's definitely a trip we'll never forget. See you in the next one. Goodbye!